Round one is now behind us, so now we move on to round two. Friday night, a line of intense thunderstorms moves in after 9 p.m. I don't think it's a 9 p.m. start time. We're just looking beyond 9 o'clock toward midnight for that first round to move in. And then on Saturday, multiple waves of intense thunderstorms are expected. Saturday's outlook looks like this. Outlooks are not watches, they're not warnings. They are a way to communicate where we think risks are higher or a little bit lower. But look how the risk changes here over East Alabama between, say, Blount and Etowah, or St. Clair and Calhoun, or Talladega and Clay. Is there really a difference between the threat at Lincoln versus Bynum, or Asheville versus Steele, or Snead versus Douglas, or over toward Mountaintop in Egypt versus what's going on in Cullman and Blount and Jefferson and Shelby counties? No. I don't want you to get caught up in the colors here. This is an idea of ready, set, go. Outlooks, we just want you to know what's coming. Set and go. These are the two that I want you to pay most attention to for the next day and a half, because tomorrow is still a ready day, and you're probably going to see that outlook change. It may move a little bit to the north, may move a little bit to the south, but the forecast is not really changing that much with that outlook. The watch, well, that'll come a few hours before storms begin, and warnings are the most critical part of all this when it's time to move. Tomorrow is not going to be stormy all day long. Friday's high close to 80 degrees. We're going to warm up into the upper 70s and low 80s with very little chance of any significant showers or thunderstorms for the first half of the day. Even into the evening, I think we're okay up until about 9 o'clock. Then strong storms come in. We'll have multiple waves Saturday. That's going to be followed up by some drier weather Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Well, let's go up here and look what's going on to the north tonight into early tomorrow. A wave of intense thunderstorms develops over Missouri and Arkansas by 5 to 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Notice we're still nice and quiet here in the deep south. Then in comes that line of storms about 11 p.m. And what happens in this zone early Saturday morning certainly could affect storms farther north. Now, do these storms actually exist, or is that just a factor that this forecast model is throwing in as kind of a monkey wrench in all of this? Both of those are possible. So remember, now we're looking Friday night into Saturday for the threat of these intense thunderstorms that are going to develop because of a storm system that's out here over California tonight. It's almost mesmerizing to watch the satellite imagery and see that there's no severe weather underneath this in and of itself. The severe weather comes because there's a balance of the strength of that storm system with the fuel, the instability that's going to come north from the Gulf of Mexico. So as that moves into place, we have the jet stream in just the right position. Then we have the instability coming up because of that strong area of low pressure, but it's not that low necessarily. It's this one. A small area of low pressure, but very intense, develops over North Mississippi Saturday morning, and it tracks on that classic path near Interstate 40. That puts Alabama in a zone of strong mid-level wind, upper-level wind, and a good pipeline of moisture from the Gulf. That's why we get a setup that looks something like this. The significant tornado parameter almost up as high as it goes by 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Remember those morning storms? I think the effect of that is long gone by Saturday afternoon and evening, because we just open up that warm sector and pull it northward. In fact, Jefferson, Shelby, Chilton, Bibb, Tuscaloosa, St. Clair, Calhoun, Etowah. Remember how I said there's really no difference in the outlook, whether it be enhanced or moderate, even if it goes high? I don't want you to pay too close attention to that, because the weather conditions are going to be what the weather conditions are regardless of what that outlook says. So there are morning storms. All that starts to lift north. We get the warm sector here. In come the intense thunderstorms on Saturday evening. Some of these could have strong, long-track tornadoes with them. Not only do we end up with that issue, but there's also the potential of flash flooding. Some places are going to get more than 2 to 3 inches of rain out of all this. And look, I know this has been a lot of information in a very short period of time. All of this is on WVTM13.com and on the app. What I'm saying right now, this exact recording will be on that app. We're going to record it and put it on there so you can see that, and you can slow it down. You can go back and listen to what I've said. And of course, we're going to update this tomorrow morning too with Stephanie. She'll be here early to make sure that you've got the latest information right in the palm of your hand.